What it do, homies? We out here about to check out some more Zephyr. This time we got Rabsopetty in here. We talking about the movie Scream 6. And they saying how it ain't real. I'm gonna check it out, bro. I believe I've seen Scream 1, 2, and 3, and I vaguely remember them. And I went to, let's see, I'm 34 years old, right? So I don't remember when Scream came out. I believe it came out either the late 90s or just like right there at the cusp of 2000s. But I do remember watching the movie. I just never got into the Scream series. Like, I understand it's like a classic at this point, and I do realize the impact that Ghostface had on the horror culture, but I just could not get with it. But we on some humor type stuff right here on this one. So let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
On a lonely night, we got Margot Robbie fresh off Temu here waiting for her date. They out there texting and something's clearly not right with this guy. And I'm not even talking the text. This man is somehow unable to even find the restaurant, telling Shorty to meet him outside and luring her right into this alleyway. And I was on board with this entire thing until she started to walk down the alley. You're telling me.
I see why you said Temu. Dang, you tell me, dang, hold on now, dang. You know, first I thought you were joking, but you're right. She do look like her. That's not her? You lying. That ain't her? I gotta look at the cast.
That this random dude she ain't even met on the phone was able to convince her to walk down an alleyway? Some boyfriends ain't even able to convince their girl to be a good woman. You expect me to believe she followed all these instructions like a good boy to someone she ain't even meet? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm calling cap on this one. And because she blindly went into that alleyway, Ghostface hits the craziest sneak on her, stabbing her down to the ground and staring her in the eyes.
In this?
And this is when he begins to take off the mask and we see. Is that my nigga Flash? Nah, what barber out here hit you with that Waluigi stash, bro? I ain't gonna lie, they gotta restart. You gotta go bald. But he dips out the alleyway, done left her for dead. But he really killed this teacher because he failed one test. And this is why I feel really bad for the teacher, cause bro, out of everyone in that class, man. And this is where he find out that he's not even a real Ghostface. He's just pretending to be one for fun. And after learning that, the real Ghostface shows up to put him in his place. Yeah, hello?
Look here, man. I know the price of eggs is crazy, right?
Bro, hold on. Bro, does my homie got a 10S? Does he have a 10S Max, bro? That's crazy. I'm guessing this was filmed. I guess this takes place back in the day. 10S, bro? What's the time span of the Scream movies?
Right now, but you ain't got shit to eat in your fridge.
This man talking about making a sandwich. Man, where you at?
Where I'm at, bitch, I'm in your kitchen, attempting to make a sandwich.
Nah, that's cap.
Why don't you believe me?
Because my kitchen is right behind me, you dumbass.
You know what? Let's act like Jigsaw real quick. I want to play a game.
Bro, I'm not playing hide and seek with a grown man.
Knife to your back. Guess what room I'm in?
Man, I got like 10 rooms in this hole. You gotta give me a hint.
I'm in a place that should be
Alright, Charlie Clips.
Churches galore. A placement for cold cuts and leftovers. But you gotta be either dieting or detoxing or probably getting evicted because it's a barren wasteland in this motherfucker.
And after scouring the apartment, he lands on the pantry.
The music's playing in the background. That's Ain't that Mario? Right underground with the crossbones. Ain't that Mario?
He opens that bit, but
well, that was close. But ain't no bread in there either.
Or
he fails. It tries the next logical solution, the fridge, only to open it and see the body parts of the teacher he killed fresh on display, only for Ghostface to be like,
that's it. You looking at empty motherfucker too.
He turns and here that nigga is, ready to take his life. He starts stabbing his gut like crazy, all while screaming,
"Where's my sandwich, Jason?
I don't got your sandwich, man." Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. His life was over. And this is where we get the first actual kill from the real Ghostface. And now we get into our next victims. And here we get Tara and Sam. They was...
You wanna know something? Because I feel like the whole stabbing type of thing, right? You know, you had Jason, which I don't even know if Jason's more of a stabber, right? That dude be walking around with machete, so he more of a hack and slash. I know he can stab, but he more of a hack and slash. And then you got Michael Myers, right? He's definitely a stabber. Freddy Krueger, I'm talking about the goats in the horror scene. You know, Ghostface is one of them now. You know, but Freddy Krueger, you know, he could be a slasher and a stabber. He really is on some different type of fantasy type stuff right there. So while he is a hacker, slasher, stabber, he on different. So I'm not gonna put him in that category. I would say Ghostface, he's probably reinvented like the stabbing, because the way that dude stabbed, he make it look gruesome, more so than Jason or Michael Myers could ever do. You know what I mean? And Mortal Kombat made this very evident. Like, this man has made stabbing into an art. You know what I mean? Like, was there ever been a horror person that stabs as viciously and with as much conviction as Ghostface?
The protagonist of the last movies, and if you have not seen that, they slide my nigga Huey out. They really bout it. No matter the occasion, they gon' slide. But even though they some menaces, they gotta be the stupidest shorties of all time. How you gonna see your dead ex on the phone and still pick it up? Nigga, my ex is alive and breathing, and I'm still not answering that call. And you picking up the phone over your dead one? F wrong with you? But she picks up the phone, and Ghostface is talking straight smack. He talking about some, so you killed one little boy and you think you're real killers? Y'all ain't about it for real. He testing the gangster like a homeboy saying you won't. Blow. You know damn well that's gonna activate her enhanced ignorance. She a real nigga. And she out there like,
I want you to think long and hard about whether you really want to do this, because the last 2 people that with us ended up dead.
What did I tell y'all niggas? She really not playing. And this is where the movie director started moving like a prime DDG title and thumbnail, straight clickbait. They really had Ghostface pull up on him, strapped up and all, only for it to be a regular nigga the whole time. Had the whole theater shaking in their boots for no reason. And this is where Sam is straight pissed. She over there talking her smack.
Watch your back. You better watch yours.
Caught lacking. And nah, I really know the cameraman was trying not to laugh. She was really talking all that smack just to get snuck? Nah, bro, that is straight disrespectful. And nah, shawty really a fake demon. She did all that talking on the phone only to stand there once a real nigga show up. Out there trembling like she guarding Kyrie. But Tara saves herself by pushing him into the trash, and they skedaddle up out of there. Running in the streets calling for all help. I don't know what New York you're in for the streets to be this empty. Nigga, it's 10 o'clock. Where the f y'all niggas at? They run in the convenience store screaming at the top of their lungs, only for the Ghostface to enter behind them. Everybody in there shook, and this bald one's looking them straight in the face. Immediately tries to press him. He says, "You got a problem?"
Bro, this is so weird, man. This is so weird. Why is Ghostface always just kind of be out in the public like that? Like, bro is so vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to figure out what's the difference? Like, what makes Ghostface different from the other people? You know, that's why I need to watch him again, right? To figure out why he's so different. Outside of him mastering the art of stabbing, bro's full out in public and everything, right? Like, he's immortal. I don't get that. Especially if you out, you know what I mean? Generally, you doing this stuff in the shadows, like you Batman or something like that. But bro out here in the public, right? Maybe he just got his parkour skills and his art of dipping, right? Or his art of running away must be goated.
Here, guy.
I don't even have to see his face, and I know a really nigga stance when I see one. Nigga. You know he's hitting one of these under that mask. He knows you're not about it. And he immediately, without hesitation, guts, bro, in front of the whole store. Had everybody shook. But this is where Dana White's cousin tries to come in and be a hero, only for him to get one shot. No. Had me watching like, oh shit, they stole my nigga's soul. And Ghostface starts his approach on the shorties, and I'm like, nah, these niggas gon' die. But this is where we get quite possibly the stupidest scene I've ever seen in cinema, because the store owner gets a wide open shot on Ghostface,
misses it,
the most wide open three of all time, and he really does this.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
I don't know.
Watching too much anime. That's all it is, right? When you announce the name of your attack before the attack lands, that's all that was. He was just watching it right before he grabbed that shotgun.
What you thought was gonna happen when you're calling out the nigga you're about to shoot. It's like when anime characters call out their move before they throw it out. Brother, you're stupid as hell. And this ain't even the stupidest thing he does. He gotta be the worst store owner of all time, because he tells them to go out the back to the emergency door and tell me why that bit is locked. Like, bro, what the fuck the emergency for then, nigga? Like, dog, you flipping twit. In the moment he looked down for the keys, brother, it was already over. Yeah, you know it's over when you got the main characters looking like Dora's target audience. Talking about some, hola, do you know where the killer is? Nigga. But Ghostface puts him down for the count, takes the shotgun, and boots him. And now instead of that stop and shop butter knife, he actually got a full-on weapon. If I was in this store, I'd be like, bro, just slide it in. But it seems like everybody in this movie got that I show speed IQ. I swear.
Okay, so, you know, he is not he uses multiple weapons, right? I just thought he just has a knife because, you know, that's obviously easier, right? But he what do you call that? Weapon agonistic? What's the word I'm looking for? not agonistic, but you know, somebody who ain't just tied to one weapon. Or what's the word for when you are just tied to one weapon? There's a specific word I'm looking for. Help me out.
If you x-ray their brains, it's really Laffy Taffies, because I don't know how Ghostface lost this matchup. All he had to do was rush down every lane and pop whatever he sees, but no, he decides to walk slowly across the store. Like, at this point, you gotta give him his props. You are professionally trash. They really had him tiptoeing around the store like it's a cartoon or something. I'm moving on. But Sam and Tara hit this Looney Tunes type of escape, and by the time the police arrive, this man already escaped out the back, and he decides to prepare for his next
Why he took off his mask? Oh,
and it starts with this man ironing his clothes, having a peaceful night, only to look into the window and see Ghostface hovering above a short.
Wait.
To look into the window.
He kind of looked like this rapper I know named Cam Steady. A little bit.
And see Ghostface hovering above a short, ready to take her life. And this man out there screaming like Walter White in the car, I'm crying, he really thinks we're listening. And Ghostface really does Shorty the worst, because everybody's in the living room hearing moans from the room. They're thinking Shorty's out there getting cracked. But once they all get a picture in the group chat, they realize that it was Ghostface slitting her throat while cracking Shorty from the back. Nah, this is crazy. Death by backshots is absolute sick work. The whole gang pulls up to the door and they're ready to jump.
That's a crazy
But Ghostface had other plans. And he starts his mayhem by literally throwing a dead body. And that boy enters the room straight Aura farming. And I can't even lie to y'all, he got that shit on though. And you had Chad over here hitting elite plays. Nigga moving like he Vegeta. Nigga moving like he me. He literally grabs his shorty and just dips, leaving all the other girls to fend with Ghostface. I ain't gonna lie.
And you know, you can't see it through the robes, but you know he got his, kind of like that. You know, he walking in. You know he doing that underneath the robes. You know what I'm saying? Got his the swole look going on, right? That ass to the aura, that ass to the stance, bro. That's a little adjustment right there. The people be like, bro, why you aura forming so hard, bro? You just really be standing there? That's a secret right there, bro. You gotta kind of turn your elbows inwards a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
You an elite piece of shit. He real though. I don't care about any other girl if it ain't mine. And when Tara tells him that they left their friends in the back, he has the audacity to act surprised. Nigga, you know exactly what you were doing. He really hit the other girls with the,
I don't like any of you.
And when we get back to the girls, they out there fighting for their life. He slices Mindy in the shoulder and starts choking this shorty all across the crib, only for him to start hitting her like they playing Minecraft. He taking all her hearts away. But Sam pulls up for the last minute save and domes him in the head. They lock themselves in the bedroom and he's just banging on the door. I thought he was gonna do him like that Johnson's movie. Sam tells Mindy to close the back door, no Cardi. And I don't know why you chose the limp with the future Gohan arm to close the door when all that happened to the lady over here was that she got stabbed in the stomach. She is completely fine to walk. I swear at this point y'all be asking to get cooked. But as she's going to close the door, not only does she see a nigga dead in the tub, we see Ghostface up here like, peekaboo nigga. And before he can get a stab off, they close the door in his face. But this is when the dude from across the hall clutches up, puts a ladder between the apartment buildings, and tells him pull up to the other side. They start crawling through one by one, but this is when the last girl truly just sells the bag. Talking about some girl, I can't. Can't do what, nigga, live? They just asking you to lock in for 10 seconds. Your life is in danger, buddy. She finally decides to crawl on the ladder, but it was already too late because Ghostface is behind her, ready to take her life. And this gotta be the funniest death in the whole movie. He said, for you, I don't even gotta use my knife. And he grabs the ladder and starts shaking that bitch like she in the scariest roller coaster of her life. This man was actually tweaking because once the shaking didn't work, he started pushing her on another side until she eventually falls to her demise, catching a body off straight fall damage. And after this apartment scene, Ghostface lays his eyes on Gale Withers, a character who has survived a countless amount of Ghostfaces. She has played these games, but a character who has survived a countless amount.
Dang, that thing came out in 1996, bro. Dang, I didn't realize it was that old, bro. See, I was, depending on the month it came out, bro, I was 6 years old when the first one came out. That's crazy. Dang, I didn't realize they were this, 11 years in between, dang, and then another 11 years in between. Jeez, bro, that amount of time waiting, bro. Between 2000 and 2011, and then again in 2022, y'all must have been excited. I want to know which one of these is the worst. Out of the ones that come out, which ones are the worst? But that's crazy. 2 11-year gaps. That's crazy.
Ghostfaces. She has played these games before. Is she really on her 6th movie? This is like a relationship with a toxic ex. And Ghostface decides to put an end to it. Hello?
Damn, girl, you still sound sexy as hell after all these years. And you always knew to pick up quick when it was me calling. I love that for us.
Okay.
I love that
Call
for
the police.
Speaking of us, don't you think we need to talk out this little situationship we got going on? I've
Rap
been
silly.
therapy learning and shit, so I figured we need closure or something.
Why? So you can fuck me over like all your other hoes, huh?
Whoa, baby, let's not make assumptions. I felt like we had a good thing going. Like, I really fuck with you on some real shit, like heavy. Like, I pack a few niggas up, and you right about it. We got a real good thing going, in my opinion.
I agree, but sadly, I don't know if my new man is gonna agree with me even talking to you.
Hold on real quick, baby. Fuck ass nigga.
Anyway, I'm grown. I don't care about your body count, baby. I don't care about the people.
Quiet and efficient.
We ain't got to talk about all that. Let's focus on us. What we got going on.
Listen, I can't talk to you.
That
You
boy
know
got
what? I don't think this conversation going.
he got the keys to
Let's talk
everybody's
in
house.
person.
And this is where Ghostface stands face to face with Gale. And this is the thing about Scream that makes no sense to me. She really saw a grown man in a Party City costume and said... She starts running away in the crib with Ghostface saying,
Bitch, don't run away from my love.
hits a nasty weave, grabs the pot, and booms that nigga.
Second time got
They end up running on the balcony. She's dropping obstacles in the way like it's Subway Surfers. And once they get to the door, he's all like,
You gonna find out that love hurts for real.
she locks herself in the room and finally decides to get the Glock. All while Ghostface is continuously trying to pester her.
This is the type of shit I've been working on in therapy. Come on, Gail. Stop playing with me. My therapist said if you don't let me in, we can't work on shit. So let me in, bitch.
How's that for nostalgia, f***er?
And the movie really funny for this. They had Brody going silent the moment the gun went off, thinking that she won. Only
Is that something that happened in the earlier other movies where she shot through the door, right? I mean, or she just kind of just playing off the call. Can't hear the actual audio that's going on, right? We just got the dub and whatnot, but is that what she's referencing?
for me to hear that bitch ass Samsung ringtone 2 seconds later. Are these niggas serious? And she picks up the phone, only to hear this.
Bitch, I ain't did shit but love you when you tried to Swiss cheese me.
Yeah, well, I'ma try it again.
Bitch, at this point, you're wasting bullets. I'm literally on the phone with your dumb ass.
Yeah, the IQ of these horror characters are truly out of whack. I'm starting to think they have no intelligence. But Ghostface finally gives her the ultimatum.
Since you want to play and shit, how about this? Knife to your back, guess what room
I'm not playing no games with you. You better tell me where you are.
I'm in a place where you let that bald-head nigga ruin what we had.
Let me guess. You're in the fucking room.
Right answer, bitch.
And he immediately stabs her in the shoulder, putting her down for the count, but she does not go out without a fight. But I don't even know if I can call this a fight. This closer to the cartoon definition when the smoke pull up rather than an actual fight. Cause dog, what even is this? I can't even call this a scary movie. Nigga, y'all just slow. And this is really sad cause Gale got stabbed in the shoulder and stabbed in the leg. And he's still getting ankle broke by a cripple. Like, nah, nigga, this is sick work. Like,
Come on,
dog,
man.
how did you get RKO'd by a cripple? How? How, Sway? Exactly, Ghostface. You ain't got the answers, man. I know all the other horror villains really watching him like this.
How you get? You all go. You all, and you better not ever touch a basketball again.
I don't know, Michael. I don't know, Michael. Man, you know, if my memory serves correctly, man, I don't know, man.
If I even see you next to a basketball, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
And by the time help arrives, Gale has already lost her life. And this is when we arrive to the finale. And it takes place in this warehouse full of Scream memorabilia. A perfect place for a Final Destination showdown. But this is before Chad starts putting the moves on Tara and starts locking lips with her. And Jenna Ortega's really getting kissed by another man. I know 30 niggas watching this just fell to their knees. Oh, look at me. My name Chad. I'm light-skinned and I pulled Jenna Ortega. Nigga, fuck you. And Ghostface did not want to see a happy couple. He immediately starts cock-blocking. Stabbing Tara in the back, got her singing. And then we get a weave. Block. Get out of here.
Finally.
Chad showing he really about it. Weave. Right. Putting Brody on the floor and he said, I'm not finished. Yaga! Putting him dead on the floor and they start skedaddling. Only for Ghostface to come back up again and chase him down the hall. I know they was screaming out there like Corey Kitchen. Ghostface catches them in the room, and this is where we get into round 2. Weave again. He gets pinned to the wall, but this is where the assists come in, pushing him off and clocking him in the face. And Tara gets...
Bro, do y'all see the haymakers he is hitting Ghostface with, bro? Like, that's when you know it's a haymaker, when you hit him, and then, like, you almost get dragged to the floor by your own momentum, bro. The amount of force behind, that's a true haymaker, man. I actually props for Ghostface for taking those hits. He took like 3 of them mugs so far after getting weaved. Oh, come on, man.
The last one, running in with that knocking that boy flat out. Chad was about to put him down for that count, but the moment he was about to smash his head in, he gets stabbed in the side. And this is where we find out that there was 2 niggas, and they stab this man to death. R.I.P. Brody. The 2 Ghostface get up, and they decide to hit this. Bro, y'all are not tough. Don't tell me y'all was getting murked by these One Direction ass niggas.
Man, you corny!
They corner them, and this is when they reveal their identities.
A white woman!
And it's truly the most normal, wealthy white family known to man. I see niggas like y'all at Starbucks all the time. I'm about to be scared as hell. And this is the thing about Scream that always be frying me the most. The fit might be tough as hell, but it be the most lamest niggas under that mask. Like, I was rewatching the first one. I don't know how you could even take Brody seriously.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes.
What's up with them chompers? Do you eat bricks?
Like, we really got 6-foot LeBron-built Michael Myers, Diddy Dream Warrior, Freddy Krueger, and I'm supposed to be scared of this nigga?
Diddy Dream Warrior, bro. Diddy Dream Warrior for Fred. Because, you know, he got burned because he was a PDF out. Diddy Dream.
And they really did all that only for Sam and Tara to wipe him out with straight ease. I'm talking headshot, stab in the face, murked in the back of the warehouse. Y'all really did all that just to sell in the 4th quarter. Tough.
Wake up, filthy.
Yeah, I don't think I need to watch the 6th one. But then again, guys, like I said, I think I see 1, 2, maybe 3, and then missed 4 and 5. I guess I ain't about to watch this one. I don't think I necessarily need to and everything, because it kind of look like it's all the same. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Saw movies, which I actually went to go see the latest Saw in the movie theaters. I think the only reason why is because I really wanted to go to the theaters, and that was the only one that I was mildly interested in. And, you know, it was kind of all right. And I kind of feel like the same thing that's about Scream for people watching it, where if you've been keeping up with it, you know, all these times you've seen every one, it's like you just go see it because you've seen the rest of them. That's how I felt about Saw. It's like I'm not expecting a cinema masterpiece. I've seen the rest of them, so why not just watch this? You know, my expectations are what they are. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, y'all let me know if you enjoyed any of the Scream movies, or where did you stop at, or which ones were the worst? Any one of those questions, answer to those questions. Dave's out.